UNEA resolution is relevant to our work, particularly resolution 2/14 that touches on illegal wildlife trade. ANO has been working with the judiciary to enhance governance, particularly from the law enforcement perspective, where there was a lot of ignorance around why did Kenya put up such a stringent and harsh legislation that was harsher than any other within the natural resources sector. So we had to work together with the law enforcement agencies to galvanize them together to understand why it is very critical to protect our wildlife heritage. And so we've been working with the judicial service, with the Judicial Training Institute, mainly at the induction of judges so that they can then sensitize them on the importance of implementing the wildlife law to make it deterrent, punitive, and also preventive. Then the other one also to bring the prosecutors in so that they could prepare what we call cases that were airtight without any errors, that when a matter comes before the judiciary, that the judiciary then would be able to expedite the matter as per the legislation itself. So the other aspect of our work is try to raise awareness amongst the general public to understand that the implementation of the law enforcement is not just left to the law enforcement agencies, but the public also, in terms of giving the information to the investigators and the prosecutors to deter these crimes at the grassroots level. We expect, first of all, cooperation and partnership with UNEP. That is very critical, particularly when you talk about being able to engage our law enforcement agencies and our judiciary. We need a lot of technical support in terms of preparing publications and materials for induction of new judges and prosecutors because they keep on changing. And then we also need technical expertise in running some trainings and sessions so that we are able to communicate effectively on what it means to get the judiciary and law enforcement agency to actively participate in the enforcement of the act. The other kind of support we need is also to publicize materials that can then be disseminated out within Kenya and also within the region to also be able to share experiences and lessons learned from the Kenyan example. Finally, we also need UNEP to help us at least be able to reach out to other agencies that we may not have access to. For example, Interpol. How do we bring Interpol to bring in the international perspective onto it? How do we feed in the information that is coming from the grassroots that would be relevant for the investigators such as Interpol to help them be able to prepare cases and make them watertight. So what we want to do is we want to bring law enforcement also to the grassroots, that then it can come up to that level. So if we can work with UNEP to help us at the grassroots be able to link the initiatives at the ground level to the level of Interpol and then be able to help our judiciary and our prosecutors to do their work better, we would actually be able to address the illegal wildlife crime issues in the country.